very confident going into this fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I saw you say on the Believe You Me podcast that you felt like he was a very beatable guy, right? You feel like you win that fight if you don't get hurt. Is that accurate?
Yeah. Listen, he didn't do anything that I wasn't expecting him to do. Like, the whole idea was to push him and to get him outside of his box, but I had to get a read first and see what he was going to do and see where his reaction times was going to be. I had to see how aggressive he was. Like, there's a lot of stuff I need to see first before I can just, start throwing bombs. So I felt like I got all of those reads. He was really he was more tentative than I expected him to be. He let me take the center of the octagon easier than I thought I was going to have to fight for it. I think he was very respectful of my game. So he didn't, contrary to what he said, he didn't fight like that, so he kind of blew me off and wrote me off, in any interview or anything that he did, like it wasn't no big deal. But when we got in there, it was very clear it was a big deal. And rightfully so. I think I earned that. And I appreciate the respect that he gave me. But, I didn't have as many problems as I thought I was going to have. And that's not taking anything away from him. He's fantastic. I understand why he's so hard to fight. I understand why his fight style and I guess the excitement ends up being what it is. I understand why he was submitted by Paul Craig. Now, like, I learned a lot about him, even though it was just the 1.5 rounds or whatever it was.
I do believe my first 5-10 fights in the UFC, it was a lot of work, but I never had like somebody that set me up to the next level, like guide me through that. Is being there with many fighters, and I think that's the credit I give to Jason Pereira. I think he set me up to another level, and he just put me. He just used my skill, my heart, my work ethic, and he just guided me through, and it's been working pretty well.
What does the headline say after your fight on Saturday?
Epic finish.
How grateful can I be sitting here, considering, first of all, I'm not supposed to still be here according to everybody else because all the injuries. Should have never won the second title I won. Probably to everybody else, I'm the underdog in every fight that's going to come up from here. It's okay. I'm happy if it all ends. I choose this because generally as humans, we look for the safety, like to know what the outcome is going to be. To be in the fertile ground of endless possibility, creativity, and freedom, to choose the unknown, step into it in a vulnerable place, and embrace the unknown rather than be scared of the unknown is why I'm here. I choose it, and so here I am.
You've long said there were a few things you wanted for your next fight. Fans were an important one. The name, obviously above you, ranked fighter. So could it have gone more perfectly fighting in your backyard against someone ranked above you with fans?
Shockingly, no. Plus health. The health on top of it, being healthy. So fans are going to get the best version of me. I'm grateful that I can give that here in this place too.
Chegou a hora. Chama. Vamos ver aqui, né? Ontem 105.6, comendo pra caramba. Hoje um treinão, vamos ver depois do treino. Pô, 101.3.
First tap out.
I'm so glad. I'm actually
Do you know if DC has finally been watching more film?
Doubt it. Doubtful. But again, learn to let go of control. DC's going to do DC. He's good at... I call him the golden fluffer. He's like, whatever you want to hear, he will say it, and he will make you love him. So that's his gift. Gift of gab.
Do you think that the time off favors you? It's going to be, 15 or so months since his last fight, and that's just one fight dating back to 2019 for him.
Yeah, and the one before that, what happened? He got sent to the gulag. So isn't it fascinating? He got knocked out by Henry Cejudo with a toe. It wasn't even the shin. It wasn't the foot. It was the toe that knocked him down and wobbled him the way that it did. Then he came back and he took those monster shots from Corey Sandhagen. I don't know, my man. I don't know. And I know you can make the argument, he cut too much weight, so the brain fluids. Like, dude, miss me well with all that. The guy's still cheating. He's still finding ways to cheat. He's going to be a cheater. Once a cheater, always a cheater. And it's just going to be nice to beat a guy like that, get a nice feather in my cap, and to say that I did it the right way, and he's a pussy.
You felt like he was a very beatable guy, right? You feel like you win that fight if you don't get hurt. Is that accurate?
Yeah. Listen, he didn't do anything.
You know what? I'm about to say it. Say it.
My foot was up a balloon.